to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays, and there's a lot to say about the Toronto Blue Jays today. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Palelog, and a lot is right. But before we get into that, guys, we got to make an introduction. It's been a little while, probably what, like 2 weeks, 1 week?
3 weeks? It's gonna be like a month now.
Almost a month.
Yeah.
It's crazy what having a job does to you.
When you get a job and you work.
It is tough. It is tough sledding, tough going. But that's why you guys got to hit the like and subscribe button, because maybe one day this guy can be working full time with us. Shout out Patrick Antle. How goes it,
back.
dude?
Yeah. Glad to be back, especially with all the news that's coming out these recently.
Yeah, buddy. It's been crazy, man. It's like ever since baseballs came back, obviously all you viewers have been loving it. We've been loving it. Pat's been missing out. He's been having to work hard. But today he's got the beers going, man, as do we. We always start the show off by just giving a quick shout out to our beer brands that don't sponsor us even in the slightest. But I'm currently drinking James Ready. And guys, this is not sponsored. Guys, this is not a sponsored thing. Get James Ready if you are legal to drink, okay? It is so good. It is $12.40 for 6 beers. They are 5.5%, and they are freaking amazing. So that's pretty good. That's my literally shameless plug right there, and it is shameless because I'm not even getting paid for it.
He was literally telling me to get it, and I told you to pick some up for me. And no, they're great. They're smooth. They're easy. They're cheap.
And they're great.
It's too expensive nowadays for beers, guys.
No,
you gotta find the deals when you can.
And Patrick, what are you drinking, man?
I am drinking the wonderful Labatt Blue that we bought up in Ottawa and didn't drink at all. So we got leftovers.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice,
baby.
Dude. Nice. You love to see it, guys. Okay, everybody. So I'm gonna just list off some things right here, and I think that they are things that we need to be discussing at some point during tonight. 1, it's Kris Bryant.
100%.
2, it's I still have yet to have a serious conversation about the Anthony Rizzo news in New York. I want to talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
3, obviously, it's Matt Chapman. 4, we do need to talk about Jose Ramirez. We're going to be looking a lot about that. Are we still in on that? Are the Blue Jays going to make a move there? Is anything like that going to happen? Freddie Freeman still being available. There are things to be talked about here.
Trevor Story.
Holy mother of God, guys. It is endless right now. Where do y'all want to begin with everything that's going on here?
Adam?
Well, I just saw, I didn't even see this part because we were setting up for the live. The Giants are apparently going to sign Joc Pederson. It's smaller, but the Giants are grabbing Joc Pederson.
Okay.
So Giants are trying to re-equip, retool a little bit, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys like Joc?
We
looked at him the other day. We did look at him the other day.
I'm okay with Joc Pederson.
But apparently I got corrected. It's Joc Pederson.
Oh yes, it's Joc Pederson.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is there a D?
I don't know. Ask him.
Get it right. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like Joc Pederson. I honestly think he's a great bat, and I have no problems with guys who are platoon players. A lot of people hate that, but if you got a deep enough bench, there's no reason not to have a guy like that who can just smack dingers.
If there's news going on, Patrick, can we pull up Joc Pederson's statistics? Take a look at these people.
Yes, sir.
Might as well start off.
Peterson.
Excuse me, everybody. Yeah, I apologize for saying that. God damn it. But yeah, guys. So they're signing that. How much money?
Let's see here. Also, we're getting a bit of a lag. I think it's how many monitors we're on right now.
Quite a lot of monitors. I can get rid of my monitor, or you can get rid of your monitor. Whatever.
Joc Pederson. There's more to come.
More to come.
They're in agreement with a contract, but there's no details on it.
Okay. Young Joc, says Will John.
Here, let me drop a couple streams here.
Yeah. And I like what, okay, so there's a bunch of questions in here, too. First things first, let's just take a quick look at Joc. Adam's moving around, knocking crap over, being a menace right now.
It's kind of tough when you got, literally zero space.
Yeah, I do feel that.
Performed slightly better on the Braves. 752 OPS.
Can we see him on the screen, please, Patrick?
Oh, he's on the screen.
Nope.
Is he not?
No.
My apologies. Try this again.
No, he was on the screen. We're just frozen.
Oh, yeah, I think you're frozen.
Yeah. Try dropping that
My
stream.
mistake. Yeah, everybody.
But if we really want to get into this, actually, let's try and look at his platoon splits.
We're cutting off our upload speed right now, guys. We're minimizing it so we can get you guys.
Hella laggy, says Adam. Yeah, it is hella laggy.
Yeah, just give us a couple minutes. It'll be back.
Should be
It'll
back
catch
in a
up.
few minutes. Apologize. You guys need fiber. I think we have fiber.
We have fiber. It's just there's You could probably get more upload speed with Bell, but it costs like 4 times more than what we're currently paying.
Right.
Well, one day.
You can get off the Wi-Fi on my phone just to help out the cause right here.
Boom.
Let's see if it comes back soon. You taking a look at Joc right now?
Also, shout out Suburban Homeboy.
Yeah,
let's go. Thank you for subscribing.
I'd love to see it.
Thank you. Yeah, I was looking at Joc. His slugging percentage against righties is a lot higher, but his average is better against lefties. So interesting. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, like, Joc's fine. Joc Pederson is fine. And frankly, the Giants, like, they're in a place right now where they do need to retool. Like, if they want to stay even remotely competitive, they got to, like, retool for sure. I mean, like, this is a dude who's really cheap and, like, could have some upside. And, like, he's really good come playoffs for some reason.
I thought he was way older than he is, too. He's only 29.
29 years old.
I guess maybe turning 30.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad, dude. That ain't bad at all. So, Joc Pederson right there to the Giants.
I honestly feel no ways, and like probably a great grab for the Giants because they got to try something. You know, they did lose a few guys. It's like obviously he's not going to replace any of the big names like Posey or Bryant, but he's something. That's all I got.
He's something. He is definitely something, man.
But
I saw a great question coming in here. I think it was Matt Hogg. I'd love to get your guys' take on it. We're going to be following along with all the rumors tonight, guys, too. But ask your questions because we do love answering your questions. Matt Hogg, shout out, just said, are the Jays better or worse than they were last year? Are the Jays better or worse than they were
last year this time?
Well,
I think they assumed last year, like our team, like our final team.
Are we better or are we worse than last year?
I think we're better. I mean, it's tough. Like, okay, the main thing was last year, all our relievers got injured, which destroyed us. So that's what I mean. Like, obviously, it's the offseason. We're fully healthy right now. Injuries are going to happen. But we're also not done, so...
Yeah. I mean, well, if I'm just taking it from a straight, like, at the end of our last year, like, all the guys on our roster versus the guys on our roster right now.
Right.
We lost Simeon. We lost Cy Young, Robbie Ray. Who else
did a good job replacing them, though.
We did a good job. We did a good job replacing Ray and Kikuchi, Ray and Mats with Kikuchi and Gosman. However, our replacement for Simeon is Matt Chapman, who I gotta give it to Simeon right now. Currently,
yeah, it's true. Actually, I'm stretching a little. My love for Chapman is stretching a little bit. Just assuming that he's gonna be Marcus Simeon.
Because that's the thing is like we assume that he's gonna be back in his 2019-2018 form. It's like okay, great. That could be our Marcus Simeon guy right there. Plus, like, even better defense. Yeah. But we got to see. We got to wait to see it happen. So
yeah, I tend to think that we are probably worse because, yes, we did lose Robbie Ray and we lost Marcus Simeon, but we also got to factor in we did shoot a few bullets. We shot a couple bullets right here to acquire Matt Chapman, so those are a few prospects that we don't have anymore. Not saying that Kirby Snead was anything special here, but like he did pitch one or two.
They probably weren't arriving this year.
Yeah,
those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mostly Hoagland for me.
Mostly Hoagland. Like we did shoot that bullet, so it's like that's one more bullet come trade deadline that we're not going to be able to fire off. What?
You shot the bullet of Gunner.
Nice. Bro, you gotta hit yourself with the fucking bow for that, dude. Nice.
Oh, Joc Pederson, $6 million.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's nothing.
Oh yeah, great signing.
1 year deal, I think.
That's decent.
Nothing wrong with that.
Decent, bro. That is
easy.
Decent.
That's so easy.
I do tend to think that we are probably a little bit worse, but I'm very happy to be proven wrong. And again, if Matt Chapman does return to the 2018, the 2019 form, then we're sweet sailing.
Yeah, and then if you're assuming like, oh, all the younger guys will get even slightly better. You know, people will start taking step forwards and everything. Then George Springer's healthy. Right, we basically didn't play with him. We had half a year with George Springer, so we got to get him healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and like that towards the end too, he was still not healthy even though he was playing. So.
And we're also factoring in the fact that, or we're not factoring in, excuse me, that we're going to be acquiring Jose Ramirez.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Patrick, can we pull up on the screen the article by MLB Trade Rumors, please, that talks about literally us. Apparently, guys, we are in on Jose Ramirez. We've been talking to him about moving over to second base. Now, I put up a poll in here asking you guys the likelihood of us trading for him. Most of you are saying 0 to 25%, which is probably the right answer. It is more unlikely than likely. But as you guys can see on the screen, we have discussed Jose Ramirez trade with the Guardians. Does it say in there, Patrick, what it is that they're asking for?
Let's see if we can find it. I know Adam was talking about it a little bit earlier. I believe the main ask was Alek Manoah and Gabriel Moreno.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alek Manoah, Gabriel Moreno, and I believe there was one other piece too. Like, I think there was one other piece. It was like either like Jordan Gro. Oh, it's Orelvis Martinez. And they wanted Martinez.
Wow.
Yeah. Buck Martinez said it on a radio show.
Too much.
Yeah, Buck Martinez said it on a radio show. So that is for me. That's an absolute no-go. Anything with Manoah involved is a no-go. Why would our pitching would just get so bad? It would just get so bad.
It just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
You want to trade for a guy to move him around to a different position, and you have to give up a roster piece that's going to be like right at the start of his career.
Yeah, literally. I do not want to give up Alek Manoah.
No.
I do not want to give up Alek Manoah. That's not even an option. So if they're asking for that, it's probably not going to happen. However, I know Nick was proposing some trade ideas earlier. Like you would say Moreno.
Well, okay.
Groshans.
I mean, if we look at Jose Ramirez's statistics, if we take a look at what he's actually capable of doing, it is obviously it's ridiculous. He's freaking very good at baseball. What do you got to say, Patrick?
This is so funny here. By now, Guardians fans have come to expect the team's best players to get traded as their contracts wind down.
And as
imagine being a fan and just being like, yep, he's going to get traded. Enjoy him while it lasts.
Yeah, and as he should. As he freaking should. It's like, literally, if I'm the Guardians, I would trade Jose Ramirez because he is a great player, and we need to get some value for this player. Now, we're not going to trade away Manoah. That's something that cannot be done for me. I know that everybody wants him. They should want him. It's understandable why they want him. But we need him right now. It doesn't make any sense to be giving up one of our rotational pieces for another guy. We need to have him. But I will give up. Yeah, let's pull up Jose Ramirez's stats right here, Patrick. Let's pull them up. I will give up most of our top-tier prospects to acquire this dude and just accept the fact that the Toronto Blue Jays are now in 2 years of where we need to win the World Series.
Yeah, because we have Matt Chapman for 2 more years, and then we're going to have Jose Ramirez for 2 more years. We will literally have an ungodly infield. We will literally have MVP Vladdy. I'm going to call him MVP Vladdy because he deserves it for hitting.
Why not? Why
not his fault.
It's literally not his fault at all.
Once a generation
steals his freaking MVP. Okay. Bo Bichette, super elite. Jose Ramirez always in for MVP every year, and then Matt Chapman always in for Platinum Glove every year.
Right.
Yeah. How more elite can that infield get?
You're also not even factoring in the fact too that I believe the next 2 years of, let's say, Kevin Gausman and George Springer will probably be the best 2 years of their remaining careers. So in 3 years, I don't know how good George Springer is going to be. In 3 years, I don't know how good Kevin Gausman's going to be. So it's like we got to capitalize on them being elite right now. If we have all of those pieces, and we have Vlad for cheap, and we have Bo for cheap, and we have Manoah for nothing.
Oh, I'll also add on, we have Tio for only 2 more years.
We have Tio for only 2 more years.
Yep.
We have the Lord for 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah.
So it's like it is.
Well, it sounds like you want to make some sacrifices to get him then. So what is it going to cost?
To get Jose Ramirez?
Jordan Groshans. Moreno's in the deal.
Yeah.
Moreno is our number 1 prospect.
Moreno's got to go. He has to
Moreno's gone. And then either one of Orelvis Martinez with Jordan Groshans.
Yeah.
And then they probably want a pitcher prospect, so our next one up is
Klopfenstein.
And then probably something
maybe
else.
one other dude.
That's the entire farm gone.
It is.
Other than
including what we've already given up.
Other than Martinez
the entire
that's
farm.
It. Exactly. Yeah. So that's why it's like if you're gonna do it, it's now. Now you're trading for dudes. Now you're adding on ridiculous amounts. You have to win.
And basically what you say by doing that. And I'm not disagreeing with it necessarily, but what it means is if you don't win the World Series in the next 2 years, it is a disappointment. Yeah, that's what it is.
However, if they don't trade for Jose Ramirez, if you don't win in the next 2 years, I'll be not upset. I'll be let down maybe a little bit. But now at least there's still a window because there's guys going to come up and replace Matt Chapman.
No, I do agree. I mean, right now the window is still there. Will be multiple windows here. I think and again, even if we do make this move, I still think like post 2 years, I mean, we'll still have Vlad, we'll still have Bo, we'll still be a team. We're not going to be a super team. We'll be like a good contending team. Maybe like the Phillies are a good contending team. You know, like we'll have pieces and like we can contend for playoffs and stuff. But in the 2 years, if we trade for Jose Ramirez, we should be considered the World Series favorites.
Yeah.
We should be considered a super team and World Series favorites. And in that case, you need to get it done. You know, like you'd have to do it in those 2 years.
Yeah, so that's certainly one way to build it. The other way would be to try and keep some of these prospects, see if they can develop, and then by the time these two other guys are out of their prime, Springer's starting to tail off, Gausman's starting to tail off, now we have the prospects to come up and replace them.
That's what I'm thinking.
So there's two trains of thought here.
Because that's what I'm more on personally, because we saw it happen in 2015.
Yeah, it's you hedge your bets, you try and go all in for 2 years, or we try and maintain and hope that we can have an extended window.
It started when they traded for R.I. Dickey, and they kept trading prospects for guys. They kept trading prospects.
We sent it, yeah.
They sent it every single year. And then what happened? Nothing. They all were old.
Runs out.
They all run out of time. Granted, our team's set up way better now. Like, we started really young now.
That's true. Yeah, our core is way younger than Eddie and Jose and
exactly. Like so, even after the outer parts of the core disassembles from age and contracts, there's still going to be hopefully Vladdy and Bo are in the center and Manoah's in the center. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Kirk and all those guys. So that's fine. Like, but I just want to make sure that there's going to be that replacement like the Houston Astros. I always bring them up. Even though they cheated, I respect the way they built their team because they made sure they had replacements.
Yeah. No, you can't argue the process there.
Yeah.
Also, over 300 people in here right now. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Let's get to 69 likes on this stream.
Let's go.
Whoever is number 69, we'll give a big shout out to. Comment it in the chat. And please hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate
Just
it.
say I'm 69 like
I'm
3 times in a row.
Yeah, 69,
No spam.
69, 69.
Moderators do not make them
If
silent.
you're 69,
We wanna know.
Yeah, exactly. Can we take to Twitter, Patrick, and take a look at some of the rumors, see what's going on right now in free agency? Because as you guys are aware, we did get the Kris Bryant signing, and he is one of the big 5 or remaining bats that there was there. We got the Schwarber signing earlier today. I want to hear your thoughts on that as well at some point. But there is still Trevor Story. There is still freaking Carlos Correa, Freddie Freeman.
I really want to say this thing here from Ian Hunter. I don't think you have it on your screen, Pat.
Oh boy.
But Ian Hunter said the Matt Chapman trade. He has an article that he's highlighting here.
Yep.
The Matt Chapman trade not only fortified the Blue Jays infield, it made them legit World Series contenders.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
It cannot be understated how important it is to have a guy like that.
For real.
Corner.
Defense.
Insanity.
You know how many times we were watching games last year? We're like, oh, the defense looks young. The defense looks young. They're making mistakes. It looks young. Not at third base anymore.
The fact that you can have a year where your offensive stats are, by all accounts, bad, and you still put up, 3.5 WAR, 4 WAR?
They had a great WAR. It was incredible.
That's how good your glove is.
Yeah.
Really quickly,
we do need to shout out right now. P-Dune,
69, he said.
I'm 69. Big shout out. Now, Funny Films did come in here and say, he said not 69.
Okay,
you're not 69.
Honest gets you on here.
Really honest guy right there.
Genuine.
Shout out Funny Films as well. But shout out P-Dune for being 69.
Nice. Who wants to be 100? We're only 7 away from that.
Only 7 away from that. What other rumors are going on Twitter, Patrick? Can we take a look right there? Look up some of the big names. Maybe look up Freddie Freeman, what's happening with Freeman. Look up freaking Story.
That's what Jeff Passan is saying.
Jeff Passan.
Always.
Oh, yeah,
Passan or
it's
Passan?
Passan, by the way. Pederson, Passan. Come on, guy.
Did Jeff tell you that himself? He knocked on the door and said, hey.
Yeah. Actually, who told us that? Somebody commented, they were just like, it's actually Passan.
Basically everybody.
Everybody
always comments.
Do you guys want to talk
the
about
same
Kris Bryant for a bit, since we haven't touched on that yet?
Kris
Bryant a bit
Yeah.
more?
Okay, I really want to touch on
I
that.
think I have a few things to say about the Rockies in general.
Okay, you know what? You're
Take
feeling
the
it.
floor,
Go
my
for
man.
it, bro. Tell us what you're thinking.
I just think everyone has the exact same idea about the Rockies right now. It's that it is an absolute circus going on over there. Why would you let all of your best players walk? You traded Arenado. You didn't let him walk. But you're going to let Story walk, and you're going to sign Kris Bryant? It makes no sense. We just want to stay at this exact mediocre stage for our whole career? It makes no sense. What do you guys think?
I think that it makes sense from a
Let's sell tickets.
Yes,
sell tickets.
Like, it makes sense from a business standpoint where if I'm the Colorado Rockies, I literally have no player of any interest to anybody at all. Mm-hmm. I do want to sell some jerseys. Mm-hmm. I do want to have some, like, and you know what? I don't know. Maybe in the next 8 years, could they be good at baseball again? Possibly. Like, they could be good, you know.
Maybe
I don't know what's going to happen in 5 years.
I guess you got to really hope that, like, maybe in 3 to 5. Because, like, then Kris Bryant, you know, he might be starting to fall off. Decline. So it's like, I don't know.
And that's part of it, too. You got to think, okay, well, if I'm the Rockies right now, I have tons of money to spend. In 3 to 5 years, maybe I get some prospects. If I want to bring any other free agents over here, maybe look at Kris Bryant. He's still doing good work.
There's no trade clause. There's no trade clause.
That's what I mean. Like, they're still going to have him. He will always be on their team. He was going to live and die on their team. And, you know, for Kris Bryant's sake.
You just got to find guys who want to live in Colorado.
It's not a lot of them. It's not a lot of
Well, that's what I mean. Like, you think any of these guys who want to come to Colorado are going to talk to Trevor Story and see what he's going to want to say, right? What do you think Trevor Story is going to say about his time in Colorado?
He's not going to have good things, dude. It's not
what has Arenado said about his time in Colorado?
Arenado's probably said... No, Arenado had beef, I think, with the management.
He had beef. He did not enjoy it.
He didn't have a good time.
He wasn't having a good time at the end there. He wanted to dip, for sure. He wanted to dip, yeah.
Okay, so let's look up how much Kris Bryant's going to get paid, because I'm curious now.
It is going to be, what is it, 182?
182 million, 7-year deal. That's 26 million average annual value.
Wow. Also, Drum Bum 854 saying I'm 101. Very close, dude. But still, big shout out to 101.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a solid respect right there, guys. Yeah. So Hulk Smash Yo Mom. That's a name.
Hulk Smash Yo Mom.
No. Don't smash my mom!
Oh, God.
Don't, bro, don't! Mommy!
What'd he say? We gotta say what he said.
I already hope that the Rockies trade Bryant. He basically signed his career death warrant going to that horrible franchise, and you can tell it was all about money for him.
Dude.
And you know what? And here's I'm gonna play a little bit of, I don't even call it devil's advocate, but here's the thing. Kris Bryant has one MVP. He's won a World Series.
Very young. Age like 23 or something.
Yeah. He's won an MVP and he won a World Series.
Mm-hmm.
So he has his career accolades. Yep. He now wants to get paid. And if I was Kris Bryant, and as much as maybe I'd want to be on the Dodgers, if they're offering me like 20 or 30 less $1 million, like
you can do a lot with that money, man.
Yeah, like I did it. Like I got my MVP, I got my World Series, like.
I'm just gonna be the superstar here. I'm gonna be the guy.
Pretty much,
get paid.
You know, like I'm gonna
and
be
that's how you do it, I guess. You know, that's how you acquire a guy like that. Is you just pay him out the ass. You got the bad team tax.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like that is a lot of money.
It's like the Marcus Semien thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's the Marcus Semien thing.
That's why you got paid.
And I do think that I do think Kris Bryant is, you know, he's worth his money. He's worth it, but that's still a lot of money. $182 million. For a 30-year-old, that's a lot of money.
You know what? I'm coming around. Now I'm starting to see a bit more of the reason why they'd want to do this. Because, again, Kris Bryant gets his money, which is what he wants. The Rockies get the only dude they probably could have gotten, which is someone who's already done everything and just needs the money.
Yeah.
And they get, they're a superstar. They're one dude to sell tickets.
Yeah, like from a business standpoint, makes total sense. From Kris Bryant's standpoint, makes total sense. From I'm going to try and build a World Series team, makes zero sense.
No misillusions if that's what they're trying to do.
Here's the thing, though. Does it? Because are they not better than they are right now?
They traded away
Name a single prospect that
they have. We're not talking about Arenado. That was dumb as shit.
But the way they've gone about their business is stupid.
No, absolutely. I completely agree with you on that. But this one singular signing makes them a better team.
Their farm system is so ass.
Absolutely.
Maybe prove me wrong.
No. Okay, I'm definitely not going to.
No, they definitely have a bottom
farm
system, which also hurts. But I guess at the end of the day, where we come down to it is they had to do something, and this is what they did. And you know what? I'm sure their fans will enjoy watching Kris Bryant if they have fans still don't want to buy tickets. Hey, I mean, if I was on the fence, at least I'd say, okay, I get to watch Kris Bryant this year, you know?
I got a guy. He's actually good. He'll probably
that's a jersey I can buy, you know?
I'd
gotta replace all my other jerseys.
Good walking around in public wearing that.
I'd wear a Bryant jersey, Colorado purple colors. Why?
Exactly. I would do that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Evan Maddox says, question. How about another reliever such as Kenley Jansen, Archie Bradley, Ryan Tepera, or Trevor Rosenthal?
Ooh, yes.
Can we look up a few of these guys on baseball stats? Because I'm very familiar with Kenley Jansen. We don't need to look him up. But maybe Archie Bradley would be good.
That'd be a fun one.
I'll pull them both up.
Yeah, I'm interested. Or Trevor Rosenthal. Yeah, I see you got bringing him up too. Yeah, so it's like I'm not as familiar with these guys.
I haven't actually thought about Archie Bradley.
No, me either, honestly.
But he was a very solid guy for a while there.
I have thought about Tepera.
Let's start with him.
Tepera's like an option.
Bring him back, eh?
Yeah.
Didn't we have him in 2019?
During the
2018?
16, 17.
Oh, was it that long ago?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways.
If I'm not mistaken. I think it came up and down for the minors quite a bit.
So this is Archie Bradley here. 3.71 ERA last year. Year before that, he had a 2.95 ERA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like him.
How old is he?
He'll be 29 next year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take Archie Bradley.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still thinking that we have money here, you know, and I want to look up right now really quick.
We're frozen again.
Oh yeah, we keep freezing.
We pushed the limits a little bit.
Yeah, it's like
I tried looking up two guys at once.
Yeah.
It's like,
here, I'll also. I don't even know if I
turn off your way.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we are frozen, guys. We apologize. It's difficult having three people running on like not elite Wi-Fi right now.
No, you'd think the 5 would work.
We're literally on Wi-Fi. Wish I could.
But the thing that's concerning me here right now is that Archie Bradley has a 1.4 whip. That is not ideal, eh? 1.4 whip.
No, that's not ideal. Definitely not for a closer. I'm not about that, you know.
Well, I'm not. Was he a closer?
Well, okay. I mean, I'm a bullpen dude that's coming into, you know, situations.
Yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter.
Walking guys, and when we, you know, if you're coming in when we're down by, or if we're up by a run or two, like I still don't want you putting people on base, you know.
Yep. But you know, elite infield defense now, so perhaps that's not as much of an issue.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Oh, look at that, Adam. It's already like that.
I had Disney Plus up.
What?
I was like, maybe that's the big issue.
This guy's watching Bad News Bears on his laptop in the corner.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay,
so now this is Trevor Rosenthal. He'll be. Did he not play at all last year? I'm not seeing
Trevor
stats
Rosenthal?
for 2021. Yeah.
I thought he was injured last year. I think he went out with a season-ending injury.
Well, I hope it wasn't Tommy John. But wow, yeah, fantastic year in 2020. Obviously, small sample size, shortened season, but 23 appearances, 1.9 ERA.
That's pretty good.
Hard to argue with that.
That's pretty damn good.
That is pretty good.
And also,
very consistent career.
I'm putting you to work right now, but can you take a look at another tab? Just like how much money do the Toronto Blue Jays have left? Like just our like basically Toronto Blue Jays contracts. Because now that we've made so many moves, I'm not as familiar with like exactly how much money the Toronto Blue Jays are spending. I know that the luxury tax has gone up and everything like that, but I want to know what do we have to work with here?
I think we still have a decent amount, don't we?
Okay, so currently our 40-man is $162 million. That's getting up there, but the 2022 tax threshold is going to be $230 million.
Okay,
so
yeah, we got lots of money.
We got money to spend.
Lots of money.
That's money to spend.
Yeah, the thing for like, it's never really been about the tax threshold though. It's about how much money are they willing to spend.
Yeah. However, I will say that the Blue Jays management has kind of come out and said like this is the time to do it.
Yeah,
like, we are ready to go. And I think that we are now entering into an era of Blue Jays where the Rogers Center is going to have us in the kind of top 10, top 8 teams when it comes to spending money. And I don't know if that means if we're going to be pushing 230, but I do believe that we're going to always be in kind of the upper echelon of teams here.
Yeah. Yo, we're going to have literally so much money on the books to do things. Why don't we sign back Bo and Vlad? If Matt Chapman is going to be the move that we're going to make, we're not. We obviously didn't go get Schwarber.
Right.
We're probably not going to get Freeman. We're probably not going to get Jose Ramirez. Like, why don't we go and sign Bo and Vlad now, and then build the rest of our team around them?
Just wanted to touch on too. I was saying this not on the anywhere on a podcast, but I really liked the way the Kikuchi's deal was structured, that he gets paid $16 million this
Me
year,
too.
and then it's like 10 the rest.
Me
Did
too.
you guys talk about that?
I brought
previously?
that up definitely once or twice in the minute monologue.
Yeah,
when
so
we
that's
talked
another
about
thing to
afterwards.
think about. It really opens up a little bit more
It
money
does,
in
just
the
an
future.
additional few $1 million there. Like that's gonna help if we are pushing that
Yeah,
threshold.
Kikuchi doesn't care, it's all the same to him.
Same
End
money
of
for
the day.
me, right? And to your point, Adam, I like what you're saying about extending Bo and Vlad, but I might even think, hey, well, what about maybe extending? And here's the thing: if I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this guy back or not, but like, is Tio an option? If we're not gonna go out and spend the money on Schwarber or Freddie Freeman or Kris Bryant, well, can that money go to Teoscar Hernandez maybe?
For sure. I think so, too. I think it's possible. How old's Tio? Like, what, 29, 28?
28 right now, I
28?
believe.
So when he's
29,
free
I
agent, he'll be
believe.
like, he's 29?
I believe he'll be 29 next year, but let's see
Okay.
if we can...
Yeah, check to see.
I think that, I do think he's 28 now, but yeah, he might be on that threshold, 28,
Yeah.
29, I'm not sure.
So-
the only thing with Teoscar was we brought up a couple times too is that whether or not he's going to be chasing that bag, because he hasn't really been paid at all yet.
Yeah, and and right now, as of what he's done in the last 2 years, he is deserving of said bag.
Yeah.
The bag is deserved.
I would say priority's sake, you could consider Teoscar Hernandez once you've signed Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette. After those guys are locked down, now we can talk about Teoscar Hernandez.
I guess I
He'll be
was thinking
29.
maybe where it's like if you get him on a similar sort of structured deal like a Kikuchi where, okay, I don't know how much money, but let's just say for simplicity's sake right now, guys, we're talking $100 million. It's going to
Okay,
it'll
let's
maybe
say
probably
100
more than that,
million.
but let's just say simplicity's sake $100 million, for 5 years or something.
Okay.
Well, 30 million in first 2 years,
Yeah,
and then
it's
like tails off, after
Yeah.
that sort of thing,
Yeah,
right?
I got you.
And then it's like Bo and Vlad gets extended, and we still have Tio, we still have them.
Yeah, and I think Bo and Vlad's contract should be backloaded, so it should be the exact opposite, right? You get a bunch of dudes who are front-loaded, like Kikuchi. You bring in dudes that are front-loaded,
Right.
And then you get your cornerstones, like backloaded, so it's like it evens out throughout the whole time. You
Yeah.
have those guys. So then by the time Bo and Vlad are in the back half of their career, well, now you bring up the next wave of prospects that are young. Do the same thing.
I'm just noticing this ad on the side here. Did you guys see the giveaway schedules?
Oh yeah.
If you go opening week, you can get some bobbleheads. I think there's a hat given out on opening day.
Let's
George-
go.
George Springer.
Let's
You guys
Yeah.
going to opening day? Have you got tickets yet?
We're not going to open. We're going to be doing literally opening day that entire weekend. So shout out everybody here. We're going to be doing a content binge. It's going to be that because we have
24-hour live
Oh
stream.
yeah, it's going
Kind
to
of
be
in the shower,
Yeah.
Nick cooking
Because
breakfast.
it's like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
They all play, and we're just going to be literally live every single game. Probably going to get 40 beers each or something
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Friday, and just we're just going to be living
Straight
in this
bender.
apartment.
Dude,
I won't
okay.
see the light of day for 3 days.
Let me paint out what it's going to look like. We're going to have a pre-show on Friday, like our wine on wine. Then we're going to have the actual live, this is everyone can listen to this, the actual opening day live, 7 p.m. We're watching Texas Rangers versus Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, can you give me one?
Yeah. All around. Beers all around.
Beer's coming. And then we're going to have, on Saturday, a pre-show before the 3 o'clock game. Then we're going to watch the 3 o'clock game. Then we're going to have a post-show. Also, I'm not even including the post-show on Friday. We're going to have a post-show on Friday. Then on Sunday, we're going to have a pre-show, the actual live. Then we're going to have our Blue Jays Today show, thank you, which is going to come back on Sunday. So you're looking at, basically 9 lives.
I'll be
in
honest,
3
I was
days.
focused on the beer. I
That's
was not
all good.
listening, but as long as everyone else was
Mostly
listening.
for those guys. 9 lives during opening day weekend. Post shows,
lives.
and then the lives.
Insanity.
Is that on purpose?
Insanity.
Huh?
Was that a purpose pun? 9 lives?
No, 9 lives. Oh.
Yeah.
Double entendre.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up. Look at this guy, man.
I didn't know we're talking about cats now?
You'll need 9 lives by the time you're through that weekend.
I'm good. You're right. My liver will need 9 lives.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'd like to take a look at Freddie Freeman and see what's going on there because it feels like the news has kind of slowed on this dude, and it was ramping the hell up. A lot of you guys are new viewers, and you were here a few days ago when we were doing that one live where it was looking like Freddie Freeman was a confirmed Blue Jay. There was a solid
so much.
3 or 4 hours there where we thought for sure, everybody, we thought it was a guarantee. It didn't happen. It probably won't happen. But I want to see what the hell he's doing now. Also, 335 of you in here right now. Please hit the like and subscribe button, guys. We might be doing a giveaway soon for opening day, potentially. So all of our subscribers and everything like that. So subscribe, join the community. Come on, do something. Yeah.
So latest news here is John Heyman saying the Rays are being aggressive now.
That's what I heard last.
That was the last thing.
The Rays are starting to get aggressive.
The Rays, Dodgers, and Red Sox appear to be the last three. According to
apparently, they have an advantage of that they have little taxes in Florida.
Yeah, I heard that.
So that's why they have a bit of an advantage where they can offer.
Also, that it's sunny all the time.
It's Florida, right? And it's not too far from his current home, Atlanta. So it's like, or I don't know if he currently lives in Atlanta. He's got it. Like he's
I remember one time I was going to Florida for March break, and I couldn't even get into Florida. I had to fly in Atlanta with my dad and drive over to Florida.
God damn it, man!
Really?
I do not. Wow, I can't believe
one
that
time
I
I've ever been to
want him to
Atlanta.
go to the Dodgers. I can't believe I want him to go to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I don't want him to go to the Rays.
Ridiculous.
Rays and Red Sox are the last two teams in on him, other than the Dodgers.
I'm just like, and it's
I don't want either
if
of
they
those
go to
guys.
the Red Sox. The Red Sox, in my opinion, they could have the best lineup in baseball.
Yeah, forget about we got Matt Chapman. Blue Jays are famous now. No, if they get
do you know
Freddie
what their
Freeman,
infield is? Freeman, Hernandez, Bogarts, and Devers.
Yeah, that's really
Like,
good.
I can't be having that happen.
Did you hear that they're gonna lose Chris Sale for at least a few weeks?
I did hear
and,
that.
I saw a tweet. Hey, look up Chris Sale, Patrick. He's unvaccinated too.
Sale is done.
He's unvaccinated, so he's not going to be able to face New York, in New York, or us in
If
Toronto.
we have any
I really
Red Sox
thought Chris
or
Sale was
Rays
finished
fans,
a long
please
time
comment
ago, and he just keeps coming back.
Yeah, he does.
but he's got a fractured rib and apparently unvaccinated.
So we're not going to see a lot of Chris Sale, which is we never want to wish injuries upon anybody right now, but at the end of the day, statistically speaking, this is good for the Blue Jays to not be seeing Chris Sale.
For at least the first few weeks, and then the fact that he's unvaccinated.
Granted, I'm not going to be looking at that too heavily because they didn't have him last year either. For most of it, anyways.
Red Sox did not re-sign a lot of their guys. I'm reading this tweet now.
Red Sox?
Evan Rodriguez, I knew. But Schwarber gone now. Adam Ottavino was also a key member of that bullpen.
He was kind of ass though. He's like a 4.21 ERA.
Did he fall apart down the stretch? I thought he was really good to start. No, at the start of the season, I swear the first half of that year, he was great.
He sucked though near the end.
I know he wasn't great, but...
Well, that's not great for the Red Sox, but I can't complain about that from our standpoint. Fall apart, guys. Please feel free.
Yankees, Yankees, their highlight so far. Well, actually, let's talk about Rizzo.
Yeah,
I want to talk about Rizzo.
Rizzo,
I was going to say their highlight was Josh Donaldson kind of flaffle, but no, it's actually getting back Anthony Rizzo.
It is getting back Anthony Rizzo. And
you think he returns to form?
got
I think
a shot.
that he will. I think that he's going to be a good player.
Yeah.
I think that he is going to be a good, solid contributor. I don't think he's going to be, oh my God, MVP Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah, he is older now.
Yeah, he's still going to be.
He's still not that old though.
No, I think he's 32. So it's that's
he's
still
older.
good.
He's had a long career.
Yeah, he is. He has been in the league for a minute.
He's been around forever.
But I think he's going to be good, right? What? How old?
Yeah, I
is
guess
he
he'll be 32 next season.
32.
Yeah.
I guess, he'll still be good. That's Freddie Freeman's age.
You can see him slowly fading a little bit too. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah. So last couple seasons he hasn't been able to crack that 800 OPS, but career 850 OPS guy.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
For me, I think that I expect out of Yankees from him probably an 820, 830 OPS. That's
what we gotta get, right? He's only paying
I guess
for
you're hoping.
He's only got $16 million per year. So.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I mean,
super cheap.
That's pretty good too.
That's a pretty good deal for Anthony Rizzo.
That's a pretty good deal, right? In fact, I'm kind of surprised that we weren't looking at Anthony Rizzo at all either, because that's almost half of what you need to pay for Freddie Freeman, and it's is Anthony Rizzo half as good as Freddie Freeman? I don't think so. I don't believe so.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you
What do you mean?
What do you mean half?
Yeah.
But I mean,
is he worth like Freddie Freeman's worth 32 million? You mean?
That's what I mean. I think Freddie Freeman's going to probably get paid $30 million a year. Is Anthony Rizzo worth is he literally half of Freddie Freeman? And I don't think that is the case. I think that you're paying for a bit of name value in Freddie Freeman to get up to that point. Whereas Anthony Rizzo, $16 million.
Yeah, you got a point. If you go off his WAR, he's definitely not worth that much. But mind you, that fluctuates year for year. For all we know, his WAR will be worth way more next year just based on new math.
Yeah, and well, I think Anthony Rizzo's a good place to end up in New York because, well, A, he's old. That's where old people go. Old elites.
Elites.
And lefty old elites that want to hit bombs.
Yeah,
just casual pop flies for home runs.
He didn't do as well as they thought he was going to do with that short porch.
Oh,
I think a full season,
hold up. Sorry to
hopefully.
interrupt, guys. Heyman is tweeting stuff out right
Oh,
now.
Heyman.
Let's
John
take a
Heyman.
look at this. So let's take a look at Heyman right now.
John Heyman.
Yeah, toss that up on the screen too so everybody can see. Looks like he's talking about the J-Ram trade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what's going on here? What do you say?
I'm not seeing too much.
Is that his
Sure?
Twitter? Go to his Twitter.
Hold on. Oh.
Oh?
What?
Doesn't seem especially likely to happen.
Wait, okay.
What's it say? What's it say?
How good would that Jays infield be with Jose Ramirez? It would be scary good, but at this moment does not seem especially likely to happen. Kind of pouring cold water on that take, but I personally was not
I
as
was
invested
kinda
in
the
that. Like for like the first half of my morning, I was like, woo.
Yeah.
Like the more I started to think about it, I was on my computer all day, and I was like,
it's not gonna happen.
No,
Like,
probably
no.
not. Probably
like
not.
first of
like
all,
for what they're asking, it's not gonna happen. If it does
Exactly.
happen, I'd be ecstatic because it means that we got a good deal. Because there's no way our management is dumb enough to be giving up what they want.
No,
and I'm glad because Ross has been the absolute god of making this team the last 3-4 years.
Right.
And I think that would just be a bit too much. Like I think trading away what they're asking for, Manoah, Moreno, or Elvis
That was
Martinez.
saying-
Oh, that's too much for a
We
position
can't-
we
yeah.
don't really
we
need.
can't give up Manoah.
Like we already have at second base now, Biggio and Espinal splitting, and those guys you're expecting at best, I'm hoping that we get an 800 OPS into there. It's like, all right, now we're trading all of this Manoah, all this prospect capital to get like a bump up, and that's cool. But like again, go back to our offense doesn't need that extra bump in the end of the day.
Yeah.
We needed that defense bump from Chapman, that's for sure. And we needed the pitching from Kikuchi, and we need the pitching from Gosman.
And like
And
at
we
the end of
need
the day, I'm perfectly happy with SB and Biggio splitting time. Like it's not like these guys
Totally.
haven't been fantastic contributors at points in their career.
Yeah, they've
SB
been
was
good.
last year.
They've been
Biggio's
solid.
first 2 seasons was very
I'm
good.
not upset.
Do you guys, do you think, because a few people were talking about this, and I think it's something to consider, do you think that we needed that defense boost, considering how good Espinal was last year?
Espinal will go play second base.
I do think we needed that
and
because
Chapman
again,
will
like
play
someone had to
third.
play second base at the end of the day. And Matt Chapman's he's in the
He's
0.1%.
Yeah,
He's
that's
elite.
true.
He's
That is
the
true.
elite
Yeah,
of
for
elites.
sure.
And like as much as we talk about Semien being a fantastic Gold Glover and stuff too, he's not.
He's
Can't
not
hold the
that
candle to
good.
Matt
Yeah,
Chapman.
he's
you
not
know?
as good as
Like,
Matt
I've seen
Chapman.
him with my own eyes, being like, ugh.
Had Matt Chapman been the one to field that ball against Detroit, I guarantee
we would have been in the playoffs,
it would
baby.
have been fielded properly. I
However,
assure you.
if it wasn't Marcus Semien hitting that walk-off home
But
run,
that's the
you
thing.
know,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
it's
We got
always
that's
a bit of a
trade-off.
Yeah,
Bit of
we
a trade-off.
can't. Yeah, we got to look at both sides.
I feel
here.
like we're a bit enamored with that over-the-shoulder catch that SB made. The one we all know the exact
No, we know the one
He's
where
just-
with the
he's
bare
running, like,
hand.
backwards. Ow!
Yeah,
Bare hand,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
Bo's like, woo!
Yeah,
staring
yeah.
at him.
But there is
100%.
reason to become enamored with such a play.
That is
But
true,
it
yeah.
wasn't just that play. Like his constant day in and day out plays, like where he makes great
In
like.
fact-
It's true,
stealing
but the
plays.
consistency of Matt Chapman
Consistency.
year after year
Is
after
real.
year,
To
as
put it-
opposed to
I'm
whatever.
not sure if you're familiar. We were looking at this the other day, and I was like, put it in perspective for me. But Espinal was what 90th percentile.
And outs
And
above
outs
average?
Outs above average.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But again, like it's not that I'm saying he wasn't fantastic
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
It's that the sample size of Matt
Obviously,
Chapman
yeah, Matt Chapman is
is way. You know,
I
it's
just-
6
no
seasons.
disrespect.
I see
Chapman
it
at
this
all.
way. We're not losing Espinal. He's gonna go play second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got a
exactly,
great
exactly.
shot, a great chance to take Biggio out of the line.
I actually want that.
Well, Biggio
want
doesn't
that
need to
too.
be at the
I
line.
want that
Biggio
too.
can play outfield too. Like
yeah, he could be the utility, give guys days off, circle
Yeah.
around.
Biggio's
think
the
about what we
perfect
did
bench.
last year
He's the
with
bench.
the outfield, right? We had like basically a 4-man rotation, right?
Yeah,
And you can do the exact same thing with Biggio, except Biggio can also rotate in at second and give a little bit
Yeah.
of relief to Espinal.
yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
this is why we got to get rid of Grichuk.
I just like haven't really given any thoughts to Grichuk
here's
getting
the thing.
into these
Here's the thing.
games.
We
man.
don't. It's not a pressing need to get rid of Grichuk because like he'll come off the bench too. He's a bench pad.
I just don't want here because here's what I'm thinking right now. I'm like, in my ideal scenario, we have
I hate
Espinal.
Grichuk so much.
It's just like I just don't have
If you
any-
saw
Why
Grichuk
do
on
you
the
hate
street,
him so much?
I don't. It's not that I hate him.
Run
Like I
it
don't
at
like
him to
using that
swing.
word hate. I'm just like I don't want to watch him.
He's on the bench now, though.
He better be.
That sounds like you hate him, man. I don't want to watch him.
He's on the bench.
That's all.
Okay, you know what? I even get scared with him on the bench because it's just like
You might go to the bench.
No. It's like that means like there might be a possibility that he could play today. You know, and it's like I just don't.
Who do
want
you
to see
rather
it.
have on the bench?
I want Biggio on the bench, and then I'm
Biggio's
like,
what
But he is there,
But,
you know? Like,
okay, so who else do you want?
here, let me finish my thought here. Ideal scenario, we have Espinal as the starting second baseman for me. Vlad's obviously first, Matt Chapman's third, Bo is shortstop, and then in the outfield we got the Lord, we got freaking Springer, we got Hernandez, blah blah blah. And then we got Kirk behind. We got Kirk at catcher, and then like DH, like that can be whoever is hot right now. Grichuk is hot. We put Grichuk at DH, great. Or we have Biggio in there, and then Biggio, whenever anyone else needs a day off, they can be DH, and then Biggio is just moving around doing all the other positions.
Cool,
There's no space for Grichuk on this squad.
What?
You keep saying what do you mean?
Of course there's space on this squad.
Don't get me wrong, I hear everything you're saying. You don't want Grichuk to go into games when we have other options.
Yeah,
but
I'm totally with you
it's
on
not
that
like
too.
Grichuk is that bad. And it's not like Biggio was that great last year. Like obviously we're expecting him to come back, but all these guys have had stretches where they're gonna be good and they're gonna be cold.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not like we're gonna move Grichuk for anything of value anyways.
I
So
think
what's wrong with just riding him into the sunset?
And I'm fine with that as long as it doesn't take away from, because if I see like Grichuk playing and Biggio wait Grichuk playing and Biggio sitting, or Grichuk playing and Espinal sitting, then I'm going to be pissed off because it's taking away the potential ceiling and upside of these other guys. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
I want to see their ceiling.
But we can't guarantee that Grichuk's going to be worse than these guys going into next season. That's why you need to have options.
I can guarantee it, bro.
Okay, well think about this too.
It.
They play baseball, and you know this. Every 6 days, 6 days a week, they play baseball. Some people need to take a break.
That's so bad.
Randall
And
Grichuk is going to come in and play one day.
Like you're acting like there's no injuries in baseball too. Like we are going to have injuries. We need MLB level bats.
Okay, I think my biggest problem with it is I just don't want him taking away opportunities from guys.
Okay,
fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to take away opportunities.
If Grichuk is not playing as good as those guys, I do expect the other guys to play more.
If Grichuk's not hot, he's on the bench.
Even if he's playing at the exact same level.
Screw him.
Yeah. Even if it's like literally the exact same slash line, exact same production.
You think of
I'd
all
rather
people
pick the
too.
other
Like
guy.
you and Grichuk like even look similar, and like you just hate that he's like your doppelganger. Like I must have the strongest jaw in all of Toronto.
Bro, this guy just like fucking like. Is there any other player that can make you try and trust them for extended periods of time, and then you start to try and trust them, and then they're just like, no, fuck you, I suck.
Well, that's the definition of bench bat, you know.
And that's what he is to me.
He's the bench
as long as he's the bench bat.
He's
the bench bat. Every team has a Randall Grichuk, and you just think our Randall Grichuk is worse than their Randall Grichuk.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be worse. We could have freaking,
Like put it
what's
this
that
way,
one
okay?
guy last year with a V?
Bryson
Valera. We
was
could have Valeric on the bench.
Oh, I hate it.
It could be worse.
Bro. I hate it.
It could be worse. It always could be worse.
It also blew my mind every time I looked at it and I found out this guy was not like 24. He was like 29 or something.
Yeah.
Like,
he just bounces around his benches.
Wow.
Bench bats.
And was supposed to be good defensively, and I did not see one lick of that elite D.
No, I apologize, viewers. We obviously have some strong feelings.
Too much
about
time on
Randall Grichuk. Yeah, we got some strong feelings about Randall Grichuk in this room. There's no doubt about it.
Oh god.
What about some other free? We said that there's a free agency and trade news live. We should take a look at what else is going on right now.
Take a look at the MLB trade rumors website. What else kind of happened today?
What's going on today? What's going on right now? We're still, I feel like it's weird that Trevor Story is kind of slowed down too. Like, what's going on with him? Nick Castellanos, what the hell's with that?
I haven't heard anything
about Nick Castellanos. Do you think there's an actual possibility that the Jays could be in on Nick Castellanos?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Why not?
He's still a righty, and I think
I
literally heard from Ross Atkins today. He's like, yeah, we're not looking to get any more like guys unless like he also mentioned like if they're a lefty bat that's better than our current righty bats, then we'll go out and get them. So the only guy available is literally just Freeman.
Right. Okay.
And I don't think we're probably not going to get him.
We're not going to be doing that. Yeah.
I tell you what, Nick. I would be totally down for Corey Dickerson to get signed back if it means Randall Grichuk has to be shot into the sun.
Me too. I would love Corey Dickerson.
I'll take Corey Dickerson over Randall to handle it all day, every day, baby.
Pretty much anyone that can hit righty pitching, I'll take.
Just anyone who hits above a 220 batting average.
Yeah, not much news here. Did you see that Greg Holland went to the Rangers?
Oh yeah, like a little relief.
Oh yeah,
small news.
Greg Holland's nice. Yeah.
You know? Problem is they still don't have any starting pitching.
Hey,
so,
Matt Chapman hit a 210.
Yeah, well, okay, but that's why there's question marks around Matt Chapman. I do have my question mark. You know? And here, let's face it, guys. Yeah. If he does what he did last year, this trade is a bust.
It is.
This trade is a bust.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so we can't.
Well, unless he puts up incredible defense.
I mean, his defense is so elite that like it's gonna help out our other pitchers too.
Yeah, like you got unless his defensive WAR is so elite, it's like all right, well. You can't really argue that, like, because the thing is, you don't see that stat on paper. Like, how many runs? Like, you can say, like, how many runs he saved defensively with WAR and shit.
But none of us are expecting Chapman to be as bad as he was last year.
No. That's if he does that again, it's like, well, what the fuck happened here?
And again, like a little Pat Stats thing here too. Again, like I brought it up, I think like months ago when I was advocating for Chapman. But this dude's OPS away from Oakland last year was 791, which isn't fantastic, but that's not bad.
On a down year, 791.
On a down year,
really
about
nice.
791 away from Oakland is fine.
Yeah.
And they said I was looking up on the StatsCast page because another tweet had showed me, so I had to go look it up. Was that had he played at Rogers Center, he would have had 32 home runs last year, just based off like travel distance of the ball versus whatever he hit 27, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's five extra home runs.
32 home runs, still good.
You know?
Yeah.
Even if he performs at the exact same level of last year, you know,
yeah.
his stats will go up.
And
just
then, like,
based on the fact that he's pitching at Rogers Center.
We're not even counting he's going to play at Camden Yards, Yankee Stadium, Fenway Park, all hitter-friendly ballparks.
Yeah,
it's like he's just that's what happened to Josh Donaldson. He's just they're all going to get hitter-friendly ballparks.
Yep.
So they're gonna rake.
We're just abusing the Athletics, man.
We are. We have been stealing their players for years.
And that's the thing.
Billy Bean punching air right now. Oh man.
Bro, they gotta change their ballpark. You know, they've
been trying.
They've been trying.
Yeah.
I don't. Why can't they? I don't know. I don't think they got approval or something. They didn't get approval to do it.
No. Should we? Do you guys want to look that? You guys can
you
talk.
You look it up while we'll chatter.
Also, 343 people in here right now. Can we get to 169 likes? If you go to 169 on the like button, then we would love to give you a little shout out right now, guys. Also, shout out to everyone who new subscribers. We really appreciate all of you guys.
Also,
we're growing so quickly.
Subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. We're gonna be just like watching baseball and reacting to it all season long.
I do see Dylan Prue in the chat right now saying so he'll bounce back. Dylan Prue, if you have any questions, he's our Twitter guy. Feel free to ask them. And if you guys have any questions, then please. Actually, let me read off your comments because
read off the comments.
We've been chatting quite a bit right now, right here. But Matthew Dennis, is Cattell a lefty? He is switch hitter. Yeah, switch hitter for Cattell. Yeah, and then formerly
he's slightly better from the left though.
Slightly better from the left.
I'll double check. I'll vet that, but I'm fairly certain.
Sean Pratt, Chapman hitting Rogers Center is going to help him totally. Tara, Cattell Marte would start with Manoah and Kirk and include Orelvis and Morales and would be the farm. Yeah, if we're trading for Cattell Marte, it would be similar to J-Ram. We're giving up. We're going on like 2 years. We need to win the World Series. It has to happen right now.
I haven't heard a single drop of a word about Cattell Marte.
Cattell's been silent. Cattell's been silent.
Anyways, just to back up the Oakland news, I think the city just won't let them. They just keep denying their permits to build stuff, which is really unfortunate.
That sucks.
Man.
That sucks.
That suck.
Freaking Louis Avil says Correa has a 10-year, $300 million offer from the O's. Is that accurate? I feel like I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard that at all.
Ben Verlander said the Orioles offered Carlos Correa $300 million. Can we look up on Twitter Ben Verlander, please?
Whoa.
That would be massive.
That would be massive.
I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
And also, too, I do love your question right there, Joel Dojin. We will get to that very soon before we investigate.
I just totally forgot that Orioles were even a team. Like I didn't even consider them to even, if this is true.
Right.
I didn't even consider.
I don't consider them to be anything of value.
No.
So he's quote tweeting. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put it up on the screen. He's quote tweeting a dude, Raul Ramos, who says that he is able to confirm that the O's offer still stands for $300 million 10 years.
Wow. I'd take that, dude. That's a lot
You
of
think?
money. Yeah, take that money.
Who cares about ever winning a World Series?
Who cares?
You already got it, you know,
and
like,
frankly,
doesn't matter.
guys, I think that we're doing the O's a bit of a discredit here. Like, they're not good now. They're not going to be good this year. But they do have the prospects.
You say that as if as if every 5 years this doesn't happen.
It always happens, bro. I hate the AL East, man.
They are going, like, the O's will be back.
They
will eventually be back. I mean, and like, let's face it, like, Cedric Mullins is a player that I'm so jealous of that player. Patrick, you probably don't. I don't know if you know this one, man. The Pat stats over here. Maybe we talked about this one time, but literally Cedric Mullins had 59 RBIs last year, and he had 30 home runs. So more than half of his RBIs were himself.
Bro,
literally
that reminds me of
so funny, man.
That reminds me of my family. I'm going to tell a story. This is my favorite ever providing your own run sports story ever. This was like maybe 2017, 2018 when I was playing fantasy. I had Madison Bumgarner, okay? This dude's first, I think, 4 starts of the year. He had 4 runs of support in his first 4 starts. 2 of them were solo home runs from Madison Bumgarner.
Wow.
That's my favorite stat ever.
I love that.
That is insanity.
Dude, isn't that funny, though?
Poor Mullins, man. Yeah.
What do we think?
Have Correa.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. What do we think about that? Also, shout out Louis. You're welcome, boys. Shout out, dude, for making us aware of that. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah.
I was not aware that the O's were in on this guy.
Dude.
But if Carlos Correa wants his money, he might need to go to a bad team like the Baltimore Orioles.
That's the only one who's going to pay him. No one else is going to pay him that kind of money. Not even the Houston Astros. They're not going to pay him that kind of money.
And I think that's a good offer.
He should take it.
No kidding,
dude.
You think?
I've been saying I'd pay maybe max $250 for this dude. That's it.
Yeah.
No more.
Right.
And he's $300 million 10 years. You take it. You take that money.
And also too, it's like, yes, they're a bad team now. But I think that you can look at who they have. I think you can look at Cedric Mullins. I think you can look at, literally, they have the top prospect in baseball, Adley Rutschman. It's like they have some other prospects, in that top 30. You can
Could
look
start
at that.
The ball rolling,
Exactly.
It's just like,
I think that's a good sign.
If I'm Carlos Correa, I'm like, okay, so maybe the first 3 years of this, we're going to be bad.
Yeah.
But when I'm 30, when I'm 31, are we going to be good?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be good then.
I like that. Well, think about it. Like, I mean, Detroit's a little bit further on the rebuild than the Orioles for sure. But, like, if he was going to go to Detroit, which we all kind of expected him to right off the bat, then, like, they're going to be bad, but then they're going to get really good. Don't worry.
Exactly.
They have the money for
same
it.
sort of thing. I mean, Detroit's probably a little bit further ahead in my opinion. But, I think it's the same sort of fucking mindset.
Yeah. Wow, there's so many good teams coming out of the AL.
If that's a real deal and he doesn't take that, he is crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
No one's gonna offer him $300 million. Not a chance.
We have echo? Wow, that's weird.
Insane.
It's insane, guys. I don't know how. Like, literally, you put up 2 mics and it echoes. We're so far away from each other.
Yeah, literally.
There's
We're just
nothing
loud
we can
people
do.
in general.
There's just nothing we can do, guys.
Yeah, short of getting an actual studio with that, like, eats the sound into the
We
walls.
literally need to pad our entire
We'd have to
apartment.
put, like, literal egg cartons surrounding the entire room in order to eat up this much sound.
We would just live in a studio now.
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that.
We're close to it, but yeah.
We're almost there, like literally.
Thank you, Terry. Yeah, we do hear you. We'll try our best to make it as non-echoey as possible. Whenever we have 2 mics in this apartment, though, like, it will happen.
I'm gonna take a video.
It's also probably a software problem, too.
Could also
we have
be,
some slightly better software. We could probably improve things slightly, but... Anyways, in other news, you guys want to talk about the free agent still available for the Jays to sign, number 1, Kenley Jansen.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't heard anything about that
Let's find out.
at all. I haven't heard anything about Kenley Jansen in the slightest. It's just because relievers don't get nearly as much clout as the other dudes.
They don't.
They don't. Also, we're 3 likes away from 169. If you're 169, then please comment it in the freaking chat, man.
Nice.
Nick and Adam are echo. Pat isn't. We talk.
That
loud.
is so. That is true.
Yeah.
We could be talking.
We
We
do
could be
talk
talking
loud.
louder. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think I'm kind of like, when I'm talking, I'm usually facing the camera as opposed to you guys are facing me.
Yeah, we're facing you like this way.
Put your mic where the blue is, maybe. Could you do
Yeah,
that?
switch your mic with the blue. With your beer.
Oh.
Yeah. We're working it
face
out.
more.
We're making it work.
Everybody, yeah. That would probably be better.
I don't know if they saw that.
Now we'll find out. Beer.
Yeah, we'll talk to the beer.
Yeah, cool. What's Kenley Jansen doing?
Okay, I'm not seeing too much. An unverified Boston source is saying that the Boston Red Sox are looking at Kenley Jansen. Okay, sure.
Wait, Boston's looking at Kenley Jansen?
This is unverified, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, nothing, man. I want Kenley now. We have the money to do it. 2 years.
Blake Harris on MLB Network says it sounds like he's looking for one final payday. Doesn't sound like he'll take a hometown discount.
Okay.
Dodgers manager Dave Roberts says he won't close the door on a potential Kenley Jansen return. Mentioned they've talked, but the decision will ultimately come down to Kenley and his family, a.k.a. the decision will come down to money.
I think we're going to have to pay him, though. And
I'm
okay with it, though. Because we have the money.
Yeah.
We have so much money left. Like, if we pay him, because we're not going to sign a big dude. Chapman's a dude now.
Yeah.
If we could pay this dude, I think he wanted, like, $15 million a year? 2 years, $30 million? Would you do it?
Sure.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I don't care.
I mean, we
have the money.
That's
I don't care.
And also, too, it's not my money.
It's not my money.
I don't give a shit.
I also lied to everyone that said that he was a 30, he was 34 on my old graphic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So a 2-year deal is generous.
Took your mic down, Pat.
Yeah, probably gonna get hurt.
It's because, it's a little bit.
It's wonky. I know. Mine's we have the same one.
Also, big shout out to Lev Cone, 169, they say.
Nice.
Love to see it. Nick G says stream is also lagging. It's actually not lagging on my end anymore. It's looking pretty good. So I
It
hope
comes
it's not
in and
lagging.
out. There's like
It does come in and
moments,
out, yeah.
but honestly, nothing we can do again.
Matt Needham, Nick, has there ever been a signing while you have been live this week? I think you guys are curses. Was there?
No, there was. There was a signing of Schwarber when I was live.
There
this
you
morning.
go. Yeah, you got
there you
Schwarber.
go.
It's just the nighttime lives. No
It's
one wants to
just the
sign
nighttime.
tonight.
Exactly.
They wanna do other
Everybody's
stuff.
tired.
Everyone's tired at nighttime.
Yeah. Also, Matt Needham, excuse me, Normal question. What Jays games are you guys going to? I'm picking out tickets for me right now. We don't know
I
yet.
haven't decided yet.
Yeah,
There'll be many opportunities.
Yes, and we'll probably even post like a community thing, a community
Yeah.
post to let everybody know where we're going, when we're going, everything like that.
Yeah.
You know, just so we can get you
Yeah,
guys
we
there
haven't
as
really
well.
looked at like the flex packages, but I'm sure we'll be able to get like a few, or we'll pick
We
like
should
6 or 7
honestly,
or 8
it's like
games.
we should probably
Yeah.
invest in like that.
I was
sort of
going
thing.
to. Like, I remember we were going to, but then we never did because it was like, oh, well, we don't know if they're going to be fucking
Right.
you know,
when they're gonna start
postponed
and
or
stuff.
whatever. Now we should.
We should pick a day. Should we do it right now? No.
No, yeah.
Maybe after, actually.
Maybe after we can toss another
Yeah.
thing. Are the boys going to opening day? We're actually going to be streaming for opening day, guys.
Yeah,
so it's
fuck.
like we'll be here streaming for you guys. You can watch along with us,
Yeah.
even if you do go to opening day.
If any of you guys go to opening day, you can get that free hat though. So
There you go.
My mom's going to go the day after and get the George Springer bobblehead because she thinks he's handsome.
Nice. Does she-
My mom
a fact.
loves. He is handsome.
That's
he
a
is
fact,
handsome.
yes.
Mom loves George.
yeah, what a great guy.
You want a great guy?
When Blue Jays today hit 10,000 subs, they need a stage like TSN. Dude, we
Dude,
would love
dude.
it. We would love it.
Believe us.
We would love it.
You know what George Springer reminds me of?
Ooh.
It's just 'cause I was just watching Formula One Drive to Survive today, but he reminds me a lot of Daniel Ricciardo. I don't know if there's a similarity that you guys see.
I'm
but
not
pull
super
up an
maybe in
familiar
the
image.
with
Pull up an
swagger,
image.
maybe in just the way that they kind of act, you know. but,
Pull up
yeah.
an
Thing is, I'll be honest.
You guys
Formula One is
I don't know
something
Formula
that's
One.
off of my radar. I do want to watch Drive to Survive. That is
It's
very
so
interesting to
good,
me.
man. It's so good.
But yeah, it is awful.
And
for sure.
I think Bahrain, the first Grand Prix, starts soon, either this weekend or next weekend. Ricardo, good-looking Australian fella here.
Okay.
I don't know.
see it,
Maybe
I
I'm
see
reaching
it.
a little bit.
I
but,
see it now.
He's always smiling too, and I feel like that's another George Springer
Similar
thing.
George Springer smile for sure. I like what Tara Armour just asked here, and I want to get your guys' opinions. What do you think of trading Ryu and Jansen to the Angels or Texas and going from a pitcher from Oakland or Cincinnati? What do you think about trading Ryu and Jansen to the Angels and then going for a pitcher from Oakland and Cincinnati?
So wait, what are we trading for? Like prospects?
That is interesting. Yeah. I'm
Okay,
not
so
sure.
yeah, because the only pitchers I could think that would make that type of move worthwhile would be Sean Manaea or Frankie Montas, and I don't know if that's a huge upgrade.
Or on I think that Chaminade is a pretty sizable upgrade over Ryu.
Yeah.
Pretty sizable upgrade from Ryu.
I think Ryu is a contract dump, and then Jansen balanced it out. So we're basically just dumping the contract.
We're dumping contracts.
And then Cincinnati is we're gonna have to start paying the prospects to get them. To get like Manaea. Wait, Oakland.
Yeah, that's what I don't. Yeah, I'm having a hard time. Yeah,
it doesn't quite make
exactly
a ton of sense, but
what we're trying to. Yeah, because she said move those guys to Angels or Texas, and then going. So I think.
Oh,
she's saying,
from Oakland or getting like Manaea or like Luis Castillo.
Yeah, or Tyler Mahle. It's like I'm definitely interested in those guys, and those guys are in. I mean, just statistically speaking, better than Ryu.
They are better than Ryu.
They were better than Ryu.
Yeah, but like I don't see how this would make too much sense. Like I feel like the cost to acquire Manaea would not add up.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the stats here. 3.9 ERA last year, obviously better than Ryu, but again, Ryu with Jansen was like a 3.8 guy.
You really like that Ryu.
Well, let's split the difference. Let's say Ryu is like a 4.1, 4.2 guy. Is it worth that much to spend to?
Probably not. I think Ryu is fine as that fourth role.
He's also older than I thought. Manea's going to be 30 next year. I thought he was way younger.
I thought he was younger. I thought he was like 28.
He just looks like a young fella.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang. Okay.
A little bit tighter.
Well, Castillo then maybe, but again, still like.
I think his rotation hasn't been lighting the world on fire either recently.
Yeah, for me it's like I would like a upgrade, but yeah, it's hard to pay for one right now.
Yeah.
I think that if we're going to
got
upgrade
nobody,
guys,
so.
It's going to happen mid-season.
Yeah, when there's an injury, when there's like a clear like
it's gonna be like okay, like Ryu is finished.
Yeah.
And Tyler Mahle is the guy, and we need to get the guy.
Yeah.
And it's
Exactly.
like okay, well,
it's not gonna happen right now. I'm cool with, and I'm actually more than cool because I've been so pitcher deprived the last 3-4 years, actually 5 years of baseball, watching the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm very happy with its rotation going into the season.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
We can ride with it, and let's face it, one of them is gonna flop. This is just just sports.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, whether it be injury or whether it be poor performance. Somebody is going to flop. It's going to happen. And if the management's all in, we make the trade come trade deadline for one of those dudes, and I'll be happy with it.
Yeah, I agree. Also, is there any news happening with shit right now?
Yeah,
I just realized I'm on a completely different vibe right now. Just looking at the giveaways again. And dude, they're giving away a Jose Barrios replica jersey on May 16th. They got a Ryu replica jersey giveaway on June 16th. And July 1st, Canada Day, is a special George Springer Canada jersey.
Damn,
My mom would love to go to that actually.
Dude, they're giving away 3 jerseys. I mean, obviously they're not like
What's the
stitched or
first
anything, but Barrios, then
that's
Blue,
nasty.
then Springer.
Baby blue? That's nasty.
Yeah,
Okay.
baby blue.
Let's take a quick look at because I know that the Rays were the last ones in on Freeman. Can we pull up the Rays lineup right now and just see what that would look like if the Tampa Bay Rays? Because right now, guys, it looks like the Tampa Bay Rays are or at least not. I don't want to say front runners, but they're definitely involved in this conversation for free agent freaking Freddie Freeman. And I want to know what their lineup would be, their potential lineup.
So right now we have Kiermaier in center field.
You got a spot rack? You got a roto champ?
Roto champ to get the lineup.
Okay.
You're crazy.
Hold on.
You're insane.
Crazy, bro.
I'm capable of change.
And then he looked up roto champ.
Oh, this is not my computer, buddy. If it was my computer, it would have auto-corrected.
You didn't look up Rays
You didn't
lineup,
look up
Roto
Rays
champ?
lineup? Like, come on.
I'm gonna go home
Or even
now,
just
guys.
Rays Roto
What
champ.
the hell's going on, man?
Nick, remember that time you didn't trade me anyone in basketball and destroyed my chances of
Are
winning?
you gonna
fantasy?
lose now?
Yes.
He is gonna lose, getting killed.
So you're on thin ice, buddy. Is what I'm trying to say here.
Okay, what is it
Okay,
like?
Kiermaier in right field, Margot probably in left. No, Rosarania in left, Margot in center. Then you got G-Man Choi at first. You got Brandon Lau at second. That's not changing. Wander Franco, shortstop full time. Third base, Andy Diaz also hasn't changed. And then right now they got Austin Meadows at DH, but he plays outfield as
And
well.
what's like their top 5 guys? Like in their what they have them at?
Like their order?
Just the order.
I don't know if this is in order, but it'd be Lau, Franco, Meadows, Rosarania, and Choi.
Lau, Franco, Rosarina,
Meadows, Rosarania, and
Pretty
Choi.
good top
and
5.
instead of Choi, you'd have Freddie Freeman.
Oh,
Yep.
That's a nasty top 5.
You know?
That's a nasty top 5.
And so probably Freddie Freeman is now batting third for you. So then
Probably pushes G-Man Choi out completely.
Yeah.
Either that or you move G-Man Choi to DH because he's a switch hitter. He's pretty convenient that way. And then Kiermaier kind of gets pushed out for Austin Meadow in the outfield.
it would literally go Lowe, Franco, Freeman, Meadows, Arozarena.
Yeah.
And then it would be no, because Troy's gone now.
Oh, right.
It'd be Diaz, Margot,
Zanino,
Kevin
Kiermaier.
Yeah,
That's nasty.
It actually looks good now.
That's nasty.
And for the first time, it looks freaking good as
that's
hell.
nasty. That's a nasty lineup.
Yeah, I don't want
smokes.
to.
Oh, God. And then they had the nerds and pitching. That's nasty. Yeah, I don't know anybody on their team. They have Baz or whatever his name is. Young guy, Rookie of the Year candidate. But, like, other than that,
I don't think they have Glasnow this year either, right?
No, they don't have Glasnow at all.
And,
it's like they have nerds pitching.
And I like what David
luckily
Pang says here. As long as Freeman not going to AL East team, I'm happy. I agree, man. Now that we're out on him, I don't want him anywhere close to the guys that we have. I don't want him anywhere close. Go to LA.
Go to LA.
We'll deal with you in the World Series if we get there.
Exactly.
You know, it's like I just don't want to go to the Padres. Go to the Padres. That'd make me feel good for the Padres.
I would love that for the Padres. That actually probably my favorite
What
location.
happened to the Padres, man?
They died, dude. Their pitching got annihilated.
Their pitching.
I
remember
apart.
their pitching. I was like, they're top 3.
Yeah.
And
it
what
just
happened?
Snell was the biggest tease ever, right?
You Darvish teased them.
Darvish.
You know, the only one who didn't tease them was Joe Musgrove, and he wasn't expected to do that at all.
No,
You know?
he was expected to do better than he was in Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's just a black hole
Chris
for
Paddock.
everything. But
Chris
Is
Paddock
Chris Paddock, is he even good?
no, Dinelson LeMay died.
LeMay died. What is that team?
It's like it was just the wheels just really fell
really
off.
I'm starting to realize that Snell was a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
It's
And
possible.
like I was
very
looking at the
possible.
stats the other day, and like he overachieved hard that year, which is it's sad to say, but
Yeah.
Very
He has
possible.
the strikeouts, and that's it. That's all he's good for.
anyways, there's not a whole lot to say about the Rays right now. I don't think we can say much without some actual news coming in. Other than that, I'm sure they'll find ways to have their pitching staff dominate us again.
They will. And if they do get Freddie Freeman, we are going to get dominated for sure. Can we look up
Kluber.
Trevor Story on? Do we look up Trevor Story already on Twitter? See what's going on there?
But we definitely can.
We definitely can, guys. Let's see what Trevor Story's doing.
And I know there's been a few more moves that were made today, like smaller moves, that I can't really put my finger on.
Rays aren't falling off. Tampa Bay and Cleveland play Moneyball better than anybody. That's very fair.
Oh, absolutely,
That's very fair.
dude.
Of course.
Oh wait, Cleveland playing Moneyball.
Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland's their pitching. The way that they find their pitching, they play.
And
It's like
the way they pitch their
yeah,
pitchers.
it's like they're very good. Gord, with Moreno, I can see Jansen. With Moreno, I can see Jansen keep, Kirk trade, Reese keep or cut. He has been waived and passed, and no one wanted. I see that, Gord. I think I've always been on the train of keep Kirk, see what he can really do, and like get rid of Jansen, because the only value that I see Jansen having is a beautiful smile, a great locker room presence, helping Ryu, but that's about it for me. You know, I don't think that he's got too much offensive upside. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh.
He's more defense.
Yeah, you know, it's like, and I'd like to see Kirk get the opportunity.
Apparently, he did have a great second half, though. That's what someone just said. But he was injured in the second half.
He did have an incredible second half.
He did have a good second half.
He did have a good second half. I can't discredit him there.
Yeah.
Thrift, Padres have high payroll and bad luck. This is true. You know, that's what happens when you pay Machado the big bucks. You pay Tatis the big bucks. And then when your other guys that you are also paying are not panning out the way that you thought that they would pan out, this is what goes down. What's going on Twitter? Can we show the people?
Nothing, man. Honestly, I'm not hearing a whole lot from any verified sources. I'm hearing maybe the Cards, but, you know, are the Cards really going to show up for Trevor Story?
When the
what
heck
is
is
that?
Freeman getting friggin' signed, man?
Yeah, there's nothing going on here, to be honest. Not a whole lot of news on the Trevor Story front. Might just be waiting.
The Cardinals, though, are they actually thinking that?
I don't know. That's
Like,
what I mean. None of these
Cardinals
guys are
are not
verified.
Freeman?
Where did you see that?
Yeah, where's that?
I'm just seeing like Cardinals fan accounts, St. Louis Central. Of the 4 teams that have reached out, Trevor Story, the St. Louis Cardinals have shown the most interest.
Interesting.
Oh,
But this
that
is a
is
non-verified source, you know,
Right.
so take that with the grain of salt.
Yeah.
It would make sense. I can't. Who's their shortstop?
Player Dan Bluff saying Trevor Story probably wouldn't be a bad baseball player for the Cardinals. So obviously there must be some sort of weight.
Wow, I missed that the Cardinals were doing anything with Trevor Story.
Me too.
Actually,
Wow. They could use him actually. Who do they have at shortstop right now?
Paul DeYoung.
That's
an upgrade.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, DeYoung
That's
is.
an upgrade.
Yeah,
You know, he's
okay. He only had 20
he's a baseball
dingers,
player.
maybe bat 250.
Yeah, like, he's
nothing special.
He's an average baseball player. I remember one year he was pretty good. I owned him in fantasy, but it's kind of been it's a roller coaster ride.
That's funny.
What?
Nolan Arenado and Trevor Story in the 2022 World Series. It's just Jeter and A-Rod pointing at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a lot of fun to see them get a reunion. I also put $1 down on literally $1 on Cardinals to win the World Series.
Dude, me too.
I felt the pot odds
down.
were good.
I put $2.
$2 down.
I'm the one who
Yeah, show me up here, eh? Hey, look at you, money
Yeah,
bags over
yeah.
here.
Well, I haven't put anyone down yet, so maybe I'll put 3. Who knows?
Hey, no.
I had Chris Sale for Cy Young, and then once I heard his rib injury, I went, take out.
Why would you
I took
ever
it
have Chris Sale for Cy Young? No offense, but
why did I put him for Cy Young?
he's not. What was the odds on that? 100 to 1?
Like 70, 61, 76 to 1.
All right, maybe for 70.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Well, the thing is, when he came back, he was elite.
He was pretty good.
He was really elite when he came back. Yeah.
Anyways, nothing going on for Trevor Story here. Didn't hear much about Kenley Jansen. Who else can we
Who
look
the hell
up?
else is there? Carlos Gray is going
Did Colin
to
McHugh get signed yet? That was
Yeah,
my
he got
guess.
Yeah, Colin
crap.
McHugh
Dude,
got signed.
Andrew Chafin got signed.
Andrew Chafin.
The good bullpen pieces are going on.
I really
on.
wanted
Quickly.
Colin McHugh. Yeah.
The last one is, in my mind, the last elite is like Kenley Jansen.
Whatever happened to Aaron
news on
Loup?
him.
Oh, he's gone.
No,
He's
I don't
gone.
want Aaron Loup. I'm not
No,
allowed.
he
He's
was
not
so
allowed back
good.
in Toronto.
He
I
was
don't
good,
care.
dude, he was good.
I don't care.
It's like
He's not
that's like
Aaron
Randall Grichuk for Nick. It's Aaron Loup for you.
Yeah,
You
Aaron
you
Loup
hate
hurt
him, but he's
me,
good.
man.
Well,
He hurt me.
Granted, Grichuk.
I'll never
wasn't that
forget
good.
what year it was, man. Was it 2016, 2017? Like one of my first
Probably.
years living downtown.
He was on Jason.
I think it was a playoff game too. I watched this guy walk in. First pitch hits a batter. Second batter walks him intentionally. Like not intentionally, but like 4-pitch walk. Third batter gets down like 2-0 and they just yanked him. And I was like, I will never give this guy ever again. Because our only other lefty bat back then was our lefty pitcher was like Brett Cecil, I think, and he got hurt, so it was just Aaron Loup. And I hated him so much. Loopy, just out here doing nothing. I don't care how good he is now. It doesn't matter. I'll never forgive him.
Tara coming in here and saying this year will be the Jays and Braves in the World Series, and Jays will win again, win in 6.
Let's go.
Same as 30 years ago this year.
Let's go.
Wow, that would be just average, Tara. We'd be just an average baseball team if we did that because we'd win 1 in 30 times. But I will take it.
Oh, that's
I will
pretty
accept
nice.
it.
I'll take it.
I will take it. I will accept it, and I will
I
be
hope
happy
someone
with
else
it.
remembers this Aaron Loup moment, man. Literally PTSD from watching that happen. I really hope someone else comment if you remember that happening, because I need someone to share in my mutual hatred of this guy.
Well, it's 241 people in here right now.
Someone
and I
has to
imagine that they
remember.
are all subscribed. So then they
sir.
can comment in the chat and let you know if they've had any problems with that right now. If you haven't already subscribed, then do so. Share Pat's pain. We'd appreciate it.
Mutual pain's the best kind of pain.
Also, 4 likes away from getting to 200. That would be sweet.
Let's
guys.
cap it off
get to
on that,
200.
man.
Yeah.
Let's get 200.
For real.
Is there any other news that happened today that we haven't talked about that we can cover?
Think of what else we can talk
I don't know.
about.
Greg Holland, not much to say about him.
Yeah, like
Another reliever off the board.
Do you guys have any questions for us? Please hit us in the chat right now.
We can do a
Seems
Q&A.
like the free agency rumors are kind of
McHugh went
dry
to
right
Atlanta,
now.
too?
So hit us with some cues.
What?
I didn't realize. Okay, I asked you if Colin McHugh got signed in Atlanta. My God.
Dude.
Yeah.
And then they got Rosario back today, actually.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got
I remember you
Rosario.
saying Eddie Rosario.
$9 million.
What?
Oh no, 2 years, 18 million, 9 a year.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Steve Gilk saying, I hated Loup too. Hero to Millions,
Thank
though.
you. Thank you. God.
Hero to Millions, though, also saying Loup is fine.
Ooh.
There you go.
It doesn't matter if he's fine now. I do not care. You're missing the point.
Loop's pretty good now.
Bro, he
man.
was so bad, Pat,
I
says
don't
Devin
care,
Abbott's
man.
vlogs.
Thank you. He was horrible, man.
Yeah.
Like, this dude was literally doing drugs before every game. He was like, let's do it, guys. Just walking out of the, he was ridiculous, man. And like, he was always sweating like crazy too on that mound. Like every single pitch had to take his hat off and fix his hair. My God.
DBs for
Tepera,
life.
though. We can bring back
says,
Tepera.
do y'all think the Orioles will actually get Correa? And I think there's a serious shot right here, man. Like for $300 million.
That's true.
Like,
Yes, I do think.
And honestly, as much as I don't want to see him here, like I'd be happy for the Orioles, dude, because like I feel for bad teams and I think that like they're in a place right now where I'm like, okay,
They
like,
could use
you know, like I don't think that he's gonna be the difference
No.
between like us losing games to them. So like you have it, and like we'll see you in 3 years, and like in 3 years I'll be like, oh Jesus, but like you know you can have him for now.
Why don't the Pirates
I don't
try?
think it's gonna happen.
Why
in
don't
3
they-
years, man? Like, if there was ever a team for Carlos Correa to go waste the rest of his career, I'd be totally happy with him doing it on Baltimore, man.
You don't think that? When do you think the Orioles can be competitive again? They have a good farm system.
How many times have we said this, man? Like, I'll believe it when I see it, and I just don't believe it right now.
I think maybe 4 or 5 years they'll be competitive again. Like that's how far.
Sure, fine. In 4 or 5 years, go ahead.
All right.
We're clipping this, Pat. This is gonna get clipped and sent to you
4 to 5 years
now.
when Carlos Correa is 4 MVPs. The Orioles are about to win the World Series, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Also, really quick, I know Nick, you like Donovan Solano. He got signed to the Reds today. So.
Yeah, we were thinking about making a video on Donovan Solano. We never got to. He's going to die out on the Reds. We're going to totally forget about him. It kind of sucks.
It was ALCS against Cleveland.
Oh.
Saucy boys, remember.
Look at this. Hold on.
Let's go to MLB trade rumors, Pat, if you don't mind. There's something that came out at 4:42 about the Rays discussing some trades involving Austin Meadows, which is moderately interesting to me, to be honest.
Okay, let's find out. Austin Meadows, eh?
Yeah,
Is he
Austin
traded?
Meadows.
Yeah, I did not think. He's not that old, man. I thought he
Dude,
was
it's because maybe his contract's coming up soon. They're like, well, we gotta get rid of this for it's too expensive.
Yeah. Also, thank you so much, guys, for getting us to 200 likes. We do really appreciate
Thank you,
it.
guys.
I'm not seeing too much. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
We
for a
will be
second.
we'll be live again on Friday night for a wine and wine. We'll be live again probably on Saturday for the first spring training game. Is it Friday? Is it Saturday the first spring? Training?
Friday's the first game. It's at like 1.
Yeah.
So you can't do that.
First spring training game on Saturday, and then it's like we'll be doing another live for the spring training game on Sunday.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to be subscribed and like sticking around, guys. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we're just gonna like watch along with you guys. They're not broadcasted, so we're gonna have to watch Pitch Tracker. But we'll give you our commentary on what's happening.
Oh yeah. There'll be a lot.
So
going on.
neat.
There'll be a lot going on.
Yeah, so Ken Rosenthal apparently has been tweeting about Austin Meadows being prominently mentioned in trade discussions. Interesting. Yeah, literally, he's 26. He's not an old player at all. Yeah, I thought that'd be a guy the Rays want to hold on to, but because it's not like their outfield is fantastic.
I
guess
think
he's
it's gonna be
DH
a contract
anymore.
thing. It's gonna be a
Contract thing, and maybe they're.
I guess.
I guess maybe if they're actually looking at.
Well, how about this? They say they control him through the 2024 season, so he's under control.
Yeah.
Maybe people are like really offering up for him, and they just want to compete now, which they always do. I could maybe see that.
Yeah, I mean their outfield's pretty stacked. I mean, like they got a Rosarina, Kevin Kiermaier, Margot could play outfield.
Kiermaier's not as good as he used to be, though. He's not hitting as well.
No, it's the defense.
Is
Yeah,
still
the
there.
defense for sure, but
Brett Phillips could apparently play some outfield. So, yeah.
okay, so they have prospects coming up, I guess, that they trust.
Yeah.
That's true. Brandon Lau also has played in the outfield before, so
Yeah.
I guess they got a bit of utility there.
They're just gonna raise, dude. They're gonna get the arbitration years. They're gonna
Can
get the young
Yandy
rookies.
Diaz play second?
Who?
Yandy Diaz, can he play second? Because that would allow them to move Brandon Lau to the outfield.
So, Andy Diaz, I think, plays like most, other than shortstop.
I know he plays the corners, but
Yeah.
Interesting.
that's very
Oh,
interesting.
Zack Greinke a Royal. Zack Greinke's a Royal today.
Oh,
Really?
right. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
See you later,
Back-
Greinke.
Back there, eh?
That was the last back there where his career
Hey
started.
man, I'll tell my story, man. The last time that Zack Greinke was a Royal, my brother caught a baseball from him at Rogers Center. Yeah, he went for I guess it was just like batting practice, and he was just screaming at Zack Greinke, like, "I love you, Zack!" And he just looked up, went, "Hey," and then gave him a ball, and he was like, "Oh."
Oh, that's nice.
So we love Zack Greinke in the Ansel household.
Love it. I love
Nice,
that.
nice,
Yeah.
nice,
Nice
man.
stuff.
And I just like Zack Greinke as a guy, man. Like he's
Me
a
too.
very down to earth dude, you know.
Me too.
He's a dude who won't pay for guacamole at Chipotle off principle because it costs too much money nowadays.
Yeah.
He's a simple man.
Yeah. That was such a
I've always
specific
liked Zack
example.
Greinke.
Well,
You ever heard that quote, man?
Did it actually happen?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They're like, I have no idea how this came up, but he's like, yeah, it's kind of like when I go to Chipotle these days, and it used to be like 50 cents for guac. Now it's up to $1.50, man. Like, I like guacamole, but I'm not gonna pay that much off principle.
This guy's loaded.
It's about the principle for him, man.
Oh my god.
He's
How
making
can you hate a
$13
guy
million
like that?
guaranteed.
Has this guy ever had any controversies ever?
That's hilarious.
No. Well, he's just been weird.
Just a weird.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, maybe we'll go
Yeah.
to like 9 p.m. or something. That's like 5 minutes away. 6 minutes
Yeah,
away.
we'll go to 9. We'll go to
Let's get
9.
some
Oh.
questions.
Oh, here's this. Apparently, Reds GM says they don't expect to trade Louis Castillo or Tyler Mahle.
Interesting. I wonder why.
Maybe just right now.
Maybe they haven't fielded enough good offers for them.
Yeah.
Like Louis Castillo is coming off of a down year. Maybe some people are like underrating Molly a little bit. Maybe they're like, hey, like let's let them pitch a few innings. Like bump the price up just a little bit. We know they're gonna be good.
Yeah.
And also too, it's like we don't wanna, like we're gonna tank, but we don't wanna like tank. Like we don't want to look like we're tanking so hard. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
You are tanking though.
They got rid of Winker already.
They already got rid of Winker.
Who else to get rid of? Sonny Gray.
They got rid of Sonny Gray. You're toast.
Yeah.
You're toast.
On
man.
a different note, I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm reading a comment from Steve Gilkis.
What's up?
What?
Jamie Campbell going through treatment for leukemia right now? I did not hear that.
Oh, shit.
That's not great.
No, I did not hear that at
He
all.
says he hopes to be ready for opening day, so hopefully, Jamie Campbell, if you're listening, which you're not, but if you were, you're in our thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow,
That's
I'm
some
a-
serious. That's
that's
some serious shit
unfortunate.
right there, man.
Yeah.
That is some serious fucking shit. I hope that he pulls through.
Hey, we gave a thumbs up to Jamie Campbell, and he gave us a thumbs up back last
Oh,
year.
I love Jamie Campbell. He's one of my favorites.
He's always been such a professional.
so
class
good,
act.
man. He's such a good fucking broadcaster.
Also, Matthew's YT says, can you guys check Twitter DMs? Did you check Twitter DMs recently?
I did. Who? Who's
Matthew
it?
YT.
Matthew IT. Yeah, I don't see a Matthew IT here.
No. Off topic, you know who I met yesterday? Fucking
Who?
Nick Kiprios, man, at Scotiabank Arena.
Who?
Nick Kiprios, he's on the panel at Sportsnet. Another Sportsnet guy.
Yeah, I've
I don't
heard
think he's
of him
there
before.
anymore.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
Another nice guy. Like, all these guys are nice guys. You hate to see
nice
something
guys.
happen to them,
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, you'd be wondering, why is Jamie Campbell not on Sportsnet right now? Why would you ever know that it's because he's battling leukemia? That was unfortunate.
Tommy Daly says, hey BJT, hey Jays faithful, it's your new favorite Yankee fan who also loves the Jays. Wow, Tommy.
Wow.
That's
Wow. You gotta be.
That
Wow.
takes guts, man.
That takes guts, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you had the confidence to make that comment
Yeah.
into this
That
chat.
must have been a hardcore Russell Martin fan.
You like Russell Martin?
Me, you, different but same.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm excited, honestly, Tommy, to be competing against the Yankees this year. I really do think that this is the first year where it's I feel like we have a chance to maybe beat you guys. So that's exciting for me. I always assumed you guys
We were
would beat
so
us,
close last year,
but
man.
so close. But now it's we have a chance to beat you now.
we do.
And it's
we do. I
I'm
think
excited.
we got
I'm
an
excited for the
opportunity.
competition.
Yeah, we got an opportunity for sure. We definitely have an opportunity, so we shall see with that. Any last questions, guys? We'll answer one more question before we hop off. Looks like there's not going to be any more news or free agency tonight, or at least while we're live. There could be something that comes out. Last time we did this, we were literally live, and then boom, Josh Donaldson gets traded. It was very annoying. I hated it, but it is the way that
I
it
love
is.
that trade. So funny.
It's a hilarious trade.
It's silliness. It is pretty silly, yeah.
I bet you him and Cole just don't talk. They just agreed not to talk to each other. In the
Yeah,
playoffs,
yeah.
period.
Apparently they talked though, and they were told each other that they'll be fine.
Oh, they're professionals, I'm sure. But
At the end of the day, you're both making tons of money.
yeah.
You want to be good at your craft. You want to win games.
Just from a trade standpoint, that trade didn't make too much sense.
No, it didn't make any
a lot
sense
of Yankees
either.
fans weren't super. You got 3 Josh Donaldsons on your roster.
It's a weird one.
really
It's a
doesn't
weird
make
one.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand.
The Yankees window is closing by the year, and it's they gotta get it now. They gotta get it.
Man, I feel like Like we're saying that we're down on the Yankees, and they're gonna come out and they're gonna slap us, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I think we're gonna slap them.
I hope you're right.
They're
dude.
old,
I do think
slow,
you're right.
and slow. Like even John Boy says, it's like every year goes by, we lose momentum. We're losing momentum. We're getting older. We're getting slower. Our pitching is depleting. Like they're not confident with the Yankees, and it's like
I know. I mean, I think the public opinion is down on the Yanks this year for sure.
Yep.
It could be.
It's like where the Jays, it's like we're moving forward. Like we're getting momentum. We're going up. It's like I like being on this side rather than that side.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And we basically tied last year.
Anyways, guys, hold up. Emerson right here with the last
Hey,
question.
Emerson, what's up, bro?
Shouting out Adam right now and says, Adam, what's your favorite moment from baseball growing up?
Oh, bro, I said this multiple times. There's two favorite moments. One of them is a tournament that Kevin hit his hip in my. He literally hit. Remember when Kevin got knocked out of my hip? Or
Montero?
Year? Yeah, Montero.
Montero?
Yeah.
What year was that?
Oh, it was grade 12 or 11, I want to say. Grade 11, I think.
Grade 12, I played hockey with him, so it couldn't have been grade 12.
Okay, it was grade 11.
Because he would have been out then.
Summer of grade 11. Yeah. So he hit my.
Yeah, you're right. It was summer, so it wouldn't have been.
But that wasn't the moment. Him hitting my head. The moment was. I was not even starting that game. I got pinch hit for, or I pinch hit for someone. We were down like 1-0. It was like the 6th inning, 7th-inning game, and 2 runners were on, and I hit a triple for the go-ahead. Run this come in, and I remember that momentum. And we were facing the coach of that used to be the coach of my brother, and then cut him when he was younger.
Wow,
so there's a bit of payback. And I'm the brother cut up. I just freaking boom.
I will destroy you.
Drove in the winning run that ended up being the winning run, and it was amazing.
I'll teach him.
That was one of my favorite moments. I remember getting up and slapping the third base coach's hand, all the boys are going crazy. I'm like, let's fucking go! It was so sick. It was 3-1 count too. I remember that moment.
Revenge for Andrew.
Revenge for my brother. Favorite moment.
Thank you so much for
the Raptors game. Yes, probably.
Possibly. We might as well. I mean, it's coming on.
Yeah, beers.
You know. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It didn't look like anything happened, but we talked a lot about what was going on, everything that was going on, and rumors. Patrick, press the button that's needed.
Come on.
No, God, I'm still. You gotta remind me.
Come on.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate you all coming in. 166 of you still here. If you haven't already,
One day I'll learn.
Please hit the subscribe button. It helps us out so immensely. We're going so quickly, guys. I mean, we appreciate the community we've made so much. We're so excited for baseball to actually happen. All this speculation, it is growing towards something. All of you guys are awesome. And we're probably going to get very drunk with most of you on
opening
Saturday, this Sunday,
Oh yeah, this
too.
Saturday, Sunday.
And then,
too.
opening day is going to be a different animal. We don't need to get into that level. It's going to be insanity, though.
Yo.